Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to another day in here for a pre-market watch list. Thumbs up, baby. All right, so today's Friday. We'll be going into the weekend. Market's been doing pretty well. That's good. Penny stocks have been pretty hot. That's good. But I don't feel like forcing it today. I don't think today's a day where I'm going to want to force anything. It's Friday. I'd rather not go into the weekend losing any money. But hey, you never know what's going to happen. So I would like to take today a little bit slower. I think I'm really just going to be focusing pretty close on just a couple stocks. So primarily going to focus on earnings plays for today. We have a few of them. We got Workday, VMW, GameStop has an earnings place. So there's a few stocks that have earnings today, and those are most likely going to be the stocks that I will mainly focus on for the day. So good morning to anybody tuning in here. Let's get into sharing the screen. All right, so we'll start here, start there. Sounds good. All right, so first one that I'm most concerned with trading today is WDAY. So WDAY is an earnings play. As you can see, it's gapping up here, right? So this is probably going to be the one that I follow the most. WDA or Workday is $160. Normally, it's a pretty good stock to trade on its earning days. And what I mean by that is that naturally on its earnings days, it does tend to move quite a bit. Good morning, Anthony. Good morning, Smack Gang. So normally it moves pretty well on its earnings days. So what you need to know about it is this 157 mark you should mark off as support. 157 is the previous 52-week high in which it had broken out from today with its earnings report, or maybe it was yesterday after hours. But that 157 is kind of key, maybe a little bit below that, even to 155. So I'd say 157 to 155 would probably be a good area to dip by it, because I do believe it wants to push higher. I guess it kind of depends on what the market does too, arguably, but this 157 arguably down to 155 could be kind of like a small little dip before the stock pushes up to even potentially its new highs on the day. So for me, definitely going to be following WDAY long biased. Seeing what it does is it gaps down into moves down into these support levels. If it looks weak, I might end up shorting it, but if it starts to look strong and it's holding up over 157 or over 155 when the market opens, then I'll probably be watching this particular stock long today. Yeti, I don't think I watched Yeti. Or did Yeti end up coming down? I forgot what happened to it. Oh, yeah, that's what happened to it. Yeah, pretty rough. I wasn't following Yeti. I should have been following it, but I didn't follow it. But yeah, that was a rough day there for Yeti, but it is what it is. That might be interesting to follow, too. I can't believe I didn't watch that all day. Totally forgot about it. But WDAY, strong on the watch. Another one I'm going to keep on watch is ADIL, the penny stock from yesterday. So yesterday, the penny stock ADIL opened up for about $1.30, then it ran all the way to $4.26, had some intraday plays on it. Now it's kind of just hovering pre-market, but it's kind of just holding right now. It's not really breaking down, not really going any higher. So I think this does have some potential to have some type of pop early in the morning. So I'm going to be watching ADIL penny stock for somewhat of a move here in the morning. As long as it holds up pre-market like it is, it actually is still kind of bullish to me. So going to be watching this long bias today early in the morning for maybe a quick pop out of the gates that maybe runs us up towards 360. If it just starts breaking down, then it just starts breaking down. But I'm going to keep it on watch. There might be somewhat of a pop here on ADIL. And if it does pop, it's most likely going to be over $3. So I'll be watching ADIL closely as we get up here towards this $3 mark. Hopefully we break and it runs up towards 360. Yeah, dude. University of Michigan losing against Ohio State University again. Honestly, I got to give it to Ohio State. They played amazing and we just suck. I mean, it is what it is, but is what it is. Yeah, you could possibly see a red to green move on ADIL. That's possible because, well, I mean, anything's possible. But yeah, you might see like a quick down candle bought up and then it goes green. So, don't take that out for the count. You might see like quick 1-2 candles down, bases, reverses, and then ends up squeezing, right? So something similar, like a red to green move here, TNXP. TNXP did one yesterday on the 1-minute chart. This is a red to green right there, where it kind of went down, was trying to go red. Bunch of people shorted, failed, squeezed, boom. So like that's kind of your red to green look right there. So going to be following ADIL. Actually, what is TNXP doing? I haven't looked at it yet today. All right, so ADIL, that'll be close on watch today for a long. Of course, I'll keep an eye on our momentum scanner. If something else pops up, maybe trade that. But for now, only penny stock I'm really going to focus on today is ADIL. Next one on the list for me is VMW. So VMW is another earnings play. It's 177 bucks, gapped up pretty hard. Now it's kind of fading out a little bit. I'm still watching this one long. From what I remember, they crushed their earnings report. So let's see if this earnings report holds up and has a good day. But I think this is another good one you guys should watch, with maybe dip buys and entries around maybe 168 to 166 for a long. If it comes down to here and it looks bearish and it's creating higher lows, and of course don't long it. Of course you only buy a dip buy when you're seeing higher lows and it's kind of trending up. So, I still got to wait for more confirmation on VMW, but I do kind of like it. VMW is into all-time highs. Ideally, it would be nice to see it pull back down to about 165. Arguably, even 162 could be a bounce on it. So it really depends. If it really sells off, then it will probably have some type of bounce around 162. If it sells off slightly, we might see it kind of bounce and pick up around 165. So for me, still watching this particular stock long bias on the day. And as it kind of fades out and trickles down a little bit more, the more it comes down, the more I actually like it for a buy. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, Trading Monkey. Yeah, we stream every single morning watch list. So those are the three stocks. So really just going to keep those three stocks on watch. TIK, someone asked about. Oh, this is interesting. This must have just started moving before I got online. Yeah, okay. So this started picking up here not too long ago. So TIK, what's going on here? Probably won't end up, yeah, probably not. Yeah. So for most of you, you're probably not going to buy this. They had some news yesterday about Tel Instruments Corp announces $816,000 test set order and receipt of VMware, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know what that means. I still don't know what that means. All right. Well, as you can see here, TIK is right up towards resistance. So this is something you can watch. It might keep going, but the higher it moves up pre-market, the more likely it is to fall down. So at this point, it's become a sell. If you're following TIK, again, at this point, it's most likely a sell, meaning you shouldn't be thinking of buying. You should be thinking of selling. So this has now attracted a bunch of short sellers. I do see that it goes a little higher, but right now, this is more of a short seller stock than it is a long bias trading stock. Something you could relate this to would be RSLS. And what was a recent one? I can't remember anything other than RSLS. But anyways, you get the point. The higher it goes up pre-market, the more likely it is to crash. At this point, I would suggest that this is probably not the best long stock to watch for the day. If you can short the stock, I would highly suggest keeping this on watch for a short today. Okay. TVIX, what about TVIX? What do we know? What do we know about TVIX? We know if the market goes down, volatility index increases, thus TVIX will go up. As of right now, you can see that the market is not going down, it's actually going up. So therefore, the volatility in the market will decrease, causing TVIX to decrease. So if TVIX is going down, it makes sense right now. I would not be getting long bias on TVIX just yet. I think it's just too soon. I would wait a couple days until the market tops out again, which it will, and then we'll most likely pull back to retest key level supports before moving higher in the market. So the move we're seeing right now in the marketplace is pretty much just a bounce off of lows, maybe accumulated with some good news in there, but it's really just a double bottom off the lows with some good news accumulating up throughout this whole week, which has brought the price of the market up. Now we're coming into previous resistance. We'll most likely see some choppier trading days to come here in a couple days, unless something happens and it breaks this kind of resistance we're near right now. But TVIX, it's just going down. No volatility in the market right now. Nope, TVIX does not see. Here's another thing, right? Nobody, again, right? Daniel, this is nothing against you. This is exactly what I mean, right? That's a perfect thing. Does TVIX follow the Dow? The TVIX does not follow the Dow. TVIX does not follow the SPY. TVIX does not follow the NASDAQ. TVIX does not follow the Russell 2000. TVIX doesn't follow any specific market. Nothing. TVIX is an inverse of nothing. Believe it or not, kind of. Okay, that's what people they just don't get it. And I explain it all the time. It's okay. It is kind of confusing, but that's a big issue with people trading TVIX or any volatility index ETF, is they have no clue what they're trading. So when TVIX doesn't start trading the way they thought it would trade, they go, well, what's going on? And what people don't understand is TVIX is a volatility index ETF, which means you have to follow the volatility index while trading TVIX. TVIX is not directly correlated with any major index other than the volatility index. The volatility index is directly affected by what happens in the overall market. So whatever the overall market does affects the volatility index, which then affects the ETFs like TVIX, UVXY, VXX, etc. So that's what you kind of have to follow trading there. Yep. So anyways, there's just a couple little follow-up there. So Daniel, nothing wrong there. If I came off harsh, I didn't mean to. If I did, I apologize ahead of time. But follow the volatility index. When the volatility index is up over 20s, that's where I'm kind of looking at trading TVIX. NBEV yesterday had its move. We did mention to follow NBEV long yesterday and ended up having some good moves. Kind of selling off now. I don't really see. I don't really see it as a buy today. It's kind of hitting resistance. I would say now NBEV needs to pull back, so I wouldn't be long bias on NBEV right now. I will not comment on you guys. I will not at this moment. Again, same thing with you guys, same thing with D guys. Here's another thing, right? Everyone goes, well, what do you think about you guys? What do you think about D guys? I'll tell you what I think about them. Watch the natural gas futures. If you're gonna trade you guys or you're gonna trade D gas, you're gonna want to follow the natural gas futures. The natural gas futures are what you guys and D guys are correlated with. So if you want to know how to correctly trade those ETFs, you're going to want to correctly do what's necessary, and that would be follow the natural gas futures. So if the natural gas futures are showing bearish, then you're probably going to, and again, I don't follow and see natural gas has been going up. So if natural gas futures are going down, you're probably going to want to watch DGAS long and vice versa. Okay. DGAS did not go from 2 to 50. I will make a YouTube video on that again. Again, it's just the newer traders not understanding what's going on in the market. So I was going to actually make a video about DGAS and why it went from 2 to 50, but it was a reverse split. It didn't actually go from 2 to 50. So yeah, reverse split, as Daniel said there. Yeah, for sure. AMD G20. Anything in IPCI? Nope, nothing there. No, SLS. So let's see. Yeah, so let's see what some of you guys are saying. ALT will not recommend trading ALT. ALT is not a good stock. Best bet to stay away from that. ANY, what's ANY doing? ANY looks like it's going to break $6 a day. I'd be short bias on ANY. ACB doesn't really have any movement right now. Arguably, ACB is a buy down at about $4. That's where I'd say, if anything, I'd focus on ACB down at around $4. As of right now, there's really nothing there that's appealing. AMD is really just up at resistance. I mean, yeah, you can follow AMD. I haven't really been following it lately just because I know the range is getting tighter. It's trying to break up. So I would start following, really, I want to say I'd start following AMD short personally. But so that's just it. If AMD can stay below $22, I would start becoming more short bias on AMD. Yeah, Mark, you're absolutely. There is an uptrend on NBEV. Yep. OGEN, I will not trade OGEN usually. It is having this sort of little short squeeze out of here, so you could watch this. It might have some movement over today in the next couple days. I could foresee some bullish movement, but that's it. It's starting to go bullish. Well, that's the 180-day chart. Yeah, 100 the yearly chart. It's starting to push up. 180-day chart. It looks a little bit bullish, so yeah, you could follow that. Coming days, there might be some moves, but again, you're really hoping that it just keeps going higher here. Yeah, it's got some room to go up, so you could follow OGEN. Right now, it is a little overbought. I would wait for it to pull back before buying OGEN. Yeah. Let's see. Tesla, I mean, I haven't followed Tesla in a long time. I stopped following Tesla. Not like I stopped following. I just haven't been following it for quite some time, just because it kind of slowed down on its volatility, so I stopped trading it, right? I mean, that's just kind of what happened. After its big spike up, we had, just like days and days and days of just a back and forth chop kind of uptrend, which was just really boring, just not good to day trade. And then it continued. And so I really haven't been following Tesla just because it hasn't been providing so much opportunity. Sure, there's been some opportunity, but it hasn't really been providing a whole deal of opportunity in terms of day trading on it, at least what I see. So I haven't really been trading. At this point, Tesla for me is just neutral. I wouldn't be long bias. I wouldn't really be short bias at this point because you can see that it's just kind of going back and forth. It's up, then it's down, then it's back up. Right now, it could create a higher low. So for me, I'm just neutral on it. There's plenty of other things in the market to trade to the point where I don't need. And that's the other thing, guys, right? There's always so much to trade that if you don't like something, just go somewhere else. And that's what I see with Tesla right now. I really don't like anything about it. So I'll just wait until something happens that I like. The chances of TNXP going up again are very, very small. So if you're holding the stock, I'd recommend selling it, cutting your losses. If you're not and you're following the stock, I would highly suggest watching it short bias. Oh, Tilray, just give up, crash, burn. It'll happen. It'll happen. ALQA could have like some pop today, but I highly doubt it. I would most likely be short bias on ALQA. Okay, guys, remember this, that usually once this big move happens, these stocks are done, and the only thing you're going to get out of them are these small pops. So unless you know when these small pops are going to happen, for the most part, then they're pretty much done, right? So this happens a lot of times too, right? We have these big movers, these big runners, and then a lot of people will go, hey, what do you think about this? Does it still look good? Are we going to have anything? And at that point, usually the stock's done, right? And you're just hoping for something that's usually not going to come. So my best advice is once you see a stock go like this and then it spikes a little the next day, you should usually just move on and start searching for something else because it's usually not going to be anything that you want to trade. Every once in a while, it's okay. So you could still follow them, but don't get your hopes up is what I mean, right? Don't invest too much time into analyzing them because once they go up and then they come crashing down, they usually have 1, 2, maybe 2 days where they're okay, and then it's done for. Yep, rubber band effect there, Keith. Yep. TRVN, probably. Nope, TRVN. I mean, let me ask you, what kind of pop are you trying to get? A penny, 2 pennies? And this isn't to, like, you know, be a jerk or anything, but again here, you know, what are you trading here with TRVN? The only thing you can gain from this chart is a penny to like 3 pennies per share gain. You don't want that. That's nothing. Okay, that's not a good attempt at trading, right? This stock is so cheap. Sure, that's cool, but it doesn't move anything. If it doesn't move, you can't make money. So sure, you could trade this and make money, but you'd have to swing trade it. This is not something you want to day trade. Okay, so don't get those mixed up. Again, what is the number one key thing that day traders and traders look for to make money? Volatility. Without volatility, a day trader cannot make money, or it's very, very hard. The stock TRVN has no volatility, none. It barely moves. It moves in ranges of pennies. So you'd either need an extremely large amount of shares to make any money day trading on this, which would be really hard because it also doesn't have a lot of volume. So in order for you to get in all the shares you want to get in to make money on a 1 to 2 penny per share move, you're going to be the one that's actually moving the price of the stock. So that results back to one thing and one thing only. This had to be a stock for swing trading. And personally, let's take a deeper look at it. Yeah, look at that. No volatility. Very hard to make money on that. Look at the range. The range is going from 58 cents to maybe 70 cents. So you're getting less than 12-cent range right now. That's not good at all. Probably wouldn't focus too much attention there. Other than that, guys, that's all I got for you here this morning. So I hope that helps you a little bit. So again, when it comes to day trading, make sure the stocks you're looking at have volatility, right? They're not moving just in little penny increments. It's okay, you know, if you're following it, right? Maybe for a swing trade or something, but if they're moving like TRVN, they're usually not something good to follow, right? So ADIL, VMW, and WDAY are going to be my main stocks on the day. Go blue. Go blue. Cheers. Go blue. It's the weekend coming up, so get your guys self some money. That way you can go out and you can spend it all on booze and good food and good times with your friends. Or you could do something smarter than that and you can invest it, you know, like in an IRA, you know, a Roth IRA, a CD account, any type of investing account would probably be your best bet. But if you like to drink, then you should go to the bar this weekend if you make some money. Other than that, everybody have a green day. I will try and have a green day, which means I just don't have to be an idiot for the first 10 minutes of market open, and then I'll be good. So, yeah, right? Stay calm, stay cool. Let's get some money today. Let's not F anything up. And I'll see you guys all on Monday morning for another live stream and then a recap video later today. I forgot to upload yesterday's trading recap video, which I'll just probably upload today with the other one. I'm not quite sure, but I do have it. So, guys, take care, and I'll see you guys on Monday morning.